In a small village called Inkiruka, there were twin brothers named Uche and Ubi. They were best of friends and did everything together. They had a special place where they loved to play, a hill near the river. It was a little bit dangerous, but they liked to sit there and watch the river and the girls swimming. One afternoon, Uche and Obi were at their special spot by the river. Uche looked at Ada swimming and said, "Obi, look at Ada. She's the prettiest girl, isn't she?" Obi watched Ada too and replied, "Yes, she looks like a princess from our bedtime stories." As they got older, both Uche and Obi fell in love with Ada, but they didn't tell each other. One sunny day, Uche had the chance to walk with Ada by the river, just the two of them. Obi had to stay at home because he had a running stomach and couldn't come along. "Ada," Uche began, his voice shaking a little. "I've been waiting to tell you something. When I'm with you, I'm really happy, like the sun is shining for us. I think I love you." Ada stopped and turned to Uche, her face lighting up with a big smile. "Uche, you're so sweet and fun. I like being with you too. You make every day brighter," she said. Uche felt a rush of happiness. "You do? You like me?" he asked, amazed. "Yes, I do," Ada said with a gentle nod. Uche promised, "I'll always make you happy and be there for you. And I'll always love you," Ada added. They kept walking along the river, feeling happy and special, knowing they liked each other a lot. Uche couldn't wait to tell Obi about it when he felt better. Uche wanted to tell Obi about Ada and him. He thought it was a good time to talk on their hill, especially since Obi was now feeling better after being sick. While they were on the hill, watching Ada swim, Uche noticed Obi's gaze fixed at Ada. Uche then told Obi about him and Ada. This made Obi very angry. They started arguing. Obi said, "I loved her first." Uche replied, "I couldn't tell you earlier because you were sick, but I love her too." They were both so mad that they started pushing each other. Suddenly, Uche pushed Obi too hard. Obi lost his balance and fell down the hill, hitting his head on a rock in the river. Uche was scared. He ran away to hide, feeling sad and guilty. Ada and the other girls saw Obi in the river. They ran over to help. Ada held Obi's hand, but he was already gone. Uche felt guilty for a very long time, but he never told anyone about the fight. He married Ada later, but he wasn't happy because of the secrets. On the night Uche and Ada got married, the whole village of Ezekelu celebrated. Everyone was happy, dancing and singing under the moonlit sky. But when the celebrations ended and Uche and Ada were alone, something strange and unexpected happened. In their new home, as Uche and Ada were about to show their love for each other, the air in the room suddenly turned chilly. A strange wind whistled through the room. Even though all the windows were shut, they felt an odd presence, as if someone else was there with them, watching. Uche looked at Ada puzzled. "Do you feel it? It's like we're not alone," he said, his voice full of wonder. Ada, feeling a bit scared, nodded. "Yes, it's really strange, but there's no one here but us," she replied, trying to make sense of the weird feeling. The candle on their bedside table flickered and went out, casting the room into darkness. Uche and Ada heard a faint whispering sound, but they couldn't see anyone. They huddled together, feeling uneasy and scared. "We're just imagining things," Uche tried to reassure Ada, but he couldn't shake off the feeling. Night after night, the same eerie feeling returned. Whenever Uche and Ada tried to be close, an invincible force seemed to be stopping them. It was as if a ghost was in the room with them, but they never thought it could be real. Ada felt confused. Why is this happening to us? What does it mean? She wondered aloud. Uche, although equally baffled, tried to stay strong. I don't know, Ada, but we'll figure it out together, he said, holding her hand. Every morning, Ada woke up feeling very tired. She would even fall asleep in the afternoons or while doing her house chores. She didn't understand why, because she always went to bed early. Then one day, Ada realized she was going to have a baby. This made Uche very upset. How can this be? Uche asked, confused and angry because they had not been together yet. Ada was just as confused and surprised. I don't understand either. Uche, I have been true to you, she said, her voice filled with worry. Uche wondered if Ada was telling the truth. Ada felt sad because she knew she was honest and pure. I have never been with anyone else but you, she told Uche. They both couldn't understand what was happening. Ada was going to have a baby, but they didn't know how. Even though Uche and Ada were confused and sometimes argued, they still cared for each other. Ada's belly grew bigger as the baby grew inside her. A year after giving birth, something even more surprising happened. Ada found out she was going to have another baby. Ada became very frightened. She started to think that maybe the baby inside of her was not normal. Maybe it was an evil child. This thought made her very sad and scared. She started to neglect herself and slowly began to lose her mind. Uche saw Ada changing. She was not the happy Ada he knew. She was forgetting things, talking to herself and not taking care of herself. Uche knew he had to do something. He started taking care of their baby boy because Ada couldn't do it anymore. He also tried to take care of Ada, helping her eat and dress. Uche felt alone and worried. He did not know how to help Ada or what was happening to them. Every night, he would sit by the fire, holding their baby and thinking about what to do. Uche was determined to find a way to solve the mysterious problem. He went to seek help from the village wise man, Baba Chike, who was known for understanding things that others couldn't. Baba Chike listened to Uche's story and then said, "The spirit causing this trouble is your brother, Obi. He is restless because the truth about what happened between you two is hidden. You must tell everyone the truth. Uche, that is the only way to help Obi's spirit find peace." Uche knew Baba Chike was right. He went home and gathered his family, his parents and his wife Ada. With a heavy heart, Uche told him everything about the day on the hill. How he and Obi had fought and how Obi had fallen. Ada listened, tears streaming down her face. She then spoke. "I think I might have caused some of this trouble too. I liked both Uche and Obi, and I never chose between them. Maybe that's made things worse." After Uche and Aga confessed, things in the house started to feel different. Ada slowly began to get better, and she didn't have any more mysterious pregnancies. The strange, scary feeling in their home went away. Uche and Ada learned to love and care for the children that Obi's spirit had left them. They saw the children as a painful reminder of what had happened, but also as a part of their family that they loved very much. The story shows how secrets can cause trouble and hurt people. It is a story about how telling the truth can fix problems and make things better. Uche and Ada's story teaches us that love and honesty are very important, and that even when things remind us of sad times, we can still find love and happiness in them.